lost you already. Hi. Alright, so I did a whole video that I was going to base on the words of truth, and I never got to it. I got into the Voyager, and that's what happened. So this is video 3. I hope it's helpful to anyone that comes by means of your screen too, and it's intended to be helpful to expand your awareness to a situation and make your perspective a little bigger, to maybe add some clarity, to direct you to a solution you didn't see before, and it's to tap into your own intuition. I'm just a little spark plug in the situation. Okay, so I'm going to get to the words of truth, but I'm going to base it off of the Lenormand. I think I said that right, which is like an 1800s oracle deck. That's Christian based, so it's basic symbols that are deep meaning, and it'll give a base energy to the separate piles. So I know people like to see that everything is shuffled, so I want you to know that I'm shuffling everything, and I always pray that it's for the highest, greatest good of everybody involved. So we're all uplifted a little bit with love, okay, and understanding that we're all different. Okay, so we just got a jumper, so I'm going to take the jumper. The jumper is the fish. All right, this is the King of Diamonds, number 34. It's the fish. It's the one in the sea that doesn't have a shell. It's exposed to its emotions, to the tides, to the swarms of other fish. Do you go with the flow and go into the, sardine swarm, or do you go the other way? It's being sensitive with every one of those scales to your surroundings, to feeling every little ripple in the water. This is also prosperity. Teach somebody to fish and they can eat, teach someone to plant and they can grow. So it's depth as well. So it's prosperity that can get bigger and bigger in abundance and can grow. Okay, so it's also peace. There's a peacefulness in the vulnerability of a fish. Okay, so that was a jumper. Let's see what else we have. Let's hope we get to the words of truth in this one. Okay, so what does Holy Spirit want us to know? The highest, greatest good everything. Today is St. Patrick's Day 2016, but like I said, time is relative. If it finds its way to you at another time, it probably meant to find its way to you at that time, so go with it. Maybe there's one little thing I say that triggers something that gets your brain ticking and your heart pumping and your fire burning and your emotions swirling to help you go the right direction. Okay, so what else? Let's do... Okay, that one. And that one. And the bottom of the deck is that. And it is almost Easter time. This is sacrifice. This is also like the Hanged Man, giving up something that is not needed for a higher good, for yourself and for others. Also weird because then you have the fish. So we're going with definitely a Easter rejuvenation, spring, abundance kind of theme here. All right, so let's see what else we have. That's the bottom. All right, so then you have number 16, which is like 6 of hearts. This is the star. This is the yes card, the wish coming true. The star that has the perspective to see everything. To know how to see the bigger cycles going on. Okay? That everything has a time, everything has a moment. Everything has an energetic pattern and a blueprint and a purpose. And then we have the sun. Those are really nice cards. Alright, so this is like 31, 34, 16. This is like, the sun card is also a yes card. This is when the sun comes out and you can see behind the shadows. It's that fire inside your heart of who you are. You know, the perspective you have, and that beaming out of you, and that glowing, and that being who you are brings other things to life. Okay, so, but you also have the fire, the emotion, and then the soul. It's like you have the as above, so below. You have like the depths of your soul and the depths of your emotion, and riding those waves of inside your tides, right? Then you have that dream, that star, that wish, that aspiration, that magical thing that you can imagine yourself diving into. And then you have the sunshine coming out and shining light upon it and telling you, go for it, it's yours. And that light is being lit for you to go upon that path. Let's see what the words of truth say. Okay, so this is a really big deck. I think it's 200 cards. I'm pretty sure it's 200. It might be 3, but I think it's 2. Alright, so I put it into 3 separate piles because it's really hard to shuffle it. And then I'm just going to kind of like, I don't know, pull from here and see what we get. Okay. So this pile will be for the sun. This pile will be for the star, the wish coming true, and that'll be for the emotions and the abundance. I'm getting a lot of abundance cards today. Oh, I had a jumper in that. It says immortality above the star. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there. Alright, for the sun, let's see what we get. Synergy. Pain. Appropriate place. Repression. Music, art, creativity. The inner core of what your fire is sparked by. The fire starter in you. Mass consciousness. So this is under the energy of the sun. This is what you need to bring light to. What you need to shine. What's been in the dark. Or what you feel like you need to exude to be you. Okay? Freedom. It's a good one to be you. Feel free. Everybody should feel free to be themselves and who they are, because everybody makes up something different here, right? Withdrawal. They're so hard to shuffle. They're so awkwardly shaped. Intimacy. Undermine. Unknown. Safety. Responsibility. I'm going to stop at that there with that pile and show you pushing. at the bottom. Okay, so under the sun, I'm going to go through those again. We have responsibility, safety, unknown, undermine, intimacy, withdrawal, freedom, mass consciousness, music, art, creativity, repression, appropriate place, pain, and synergy. Okay, so under the star, your wish, immortality was there. What else do we have? Rebellion, breathing, home, hatred, resolution, humor. Humor is always a good resolution. Aspect, overview, express. Should we take a few more from the pile? Why not? Ah! Well, we got jumpers. World. Oh, this is like the whole half of the pile, so we're going to go with the one that actually jumped down here, resentment. And impeccability, authenticity, almost the same. At the bottom is admit. I'm going to go over that pile again. Alright, so there should be an authenticity within yourself and impeccability in every single decision that you make, that it's from you. And you've got to know where that's coming from. It's not always where someone else tells you it's from. And we need to all discover that for ourselves. That's something nobody can tell us. Okay, so resentment, impeccability, and authenticity. World, express, overview, aspect, humor, resolution, hatred, home, breathing. Another day, just believe. It's like Tell About Music. Look up that song. Immortality and rebellion. Okay. Next pile. So that was all under the energy of the star, the wish. Okay. Now this is under the fish, abundance. Them, others in the environment. So this is not you. Whatever you're asking about, it's not your perspective in that situation. It's the other perspective. Big or little. Okay. Receiving. Sensitivity. I told you about the fish, how they're sensitive. They don't have their big shell on like the crab or the lobster, or thick. I mean, I guess it could be like a fish and be a shark, but this particular fish is a, scaled little fish. Okay. Like a goldfish, right? Inappropriate relationship. Oh, I pulled two. So judgment and sacrifice. Now I'm going to pull this card again to show you at the bottom of the deck to see this. Just look at this. And then look at those. Are you making a sacrifice on something because you're judging it? The right eyes, the wrong eyes? Someone else judging you, so you're making a sacrifice on that? Present. Vibration. Purity. Completion. That's a good one to stop on. Inappropriate time. Alright, I will, I have to turn this off. Completion, purity. I'll see you soon.